Welcome to the highlights of match number 7 of the Hero CPL 2021, and we have to go again. Welcome to the highlights of match number 9 of the Hero CPL 2021. The action includes the Knight Riders against the Saint Lucia Kings. An unchanged Knight Riders team from their previous match, Lendell Simmons and Tion Webster, who came in for the initial game, Colin Monroe, Kyron Pollard, and then down the bottom, Ravi Rampal with all his experience and skill. For the Kings, they had a couple of changes with Samit Patel coming in from the UK and Kesrick Williams returning to the 11. Kings won the toss and asked TKR to have first hit, and Narain went back to the top of the innings with Lendell Simmons, and they ended up stitching together an opening partnership of 23. It was tough going on a pitch that was holding up a touch. There was an LBW shout against Simmons, but was turned down by the umpire. But not too long after that, there was another LBW shout. This time it was upheld.
11 from 13, Lendell Simmons struggled a little bit, as did Sunil Narain. You'll see some boundaries here, but in the end, 24 of 32 and a strike rate of only 75 for Sunil Narain will tell you the story of how tough it was. Tion Webster picked up 2 boundaries in his innings of 14. That probably the best of them. And Narain with 4 leg byes there. Kesrick Williams just getting the line wrong a little bit. And then this catch from Tim David, a very good catch actually, out on the deep mid-wicket boundary. So the end of Tion Webster, and then Sunil Narain very shortly afterwards. A great catch from the skipper, Faf du Plessis. Brought Monroe to the crease. He was out very quickly. Just 1 from 4 balls caught by Wahab Riaz off Kesrick Williams. And then the partnership between Tim Seifert and Kyron Pollard that rescued the innings for TKR was littered with some very good shots, and in between some lovely bowling, some good defence as well.
Yep, until Seifert and Pollard found their range. 2 very dangerous players. Great innovation and wonderful stroke play from Seifert, and of course Pollard with his brutal power. Anything that was off the mark seemed to travel in the last stage of the innings. Everything Kimo Paul tried seemed to disappear as well. Turned out to be an enterprising and ultimately defining partnership of the match.
Yeah, it was power, wasn't it? Real power. This was good, though, late in the piece from Kesrick Williams. His last over, he picked up 3 wickets. The first of them was Kyron Pollard. Comfortable catch for Mark Dayal on that occasion. Seifert hit a crunching blow over deep extra cover, then hit one straight to Samit Patel down at the backward point boundary. That was the second wicket. A 6 for Dinesh Ramdan. And then a slower ball was the undoing of him. Very last ball of the innings. LBW, but it was 158 for 7 on the board on a tough pitch, which looked to be at the halfway stage a pretty good number.
158 for 7 on the back of Pollard's 41, Seifert's 37. Ramdan with a crucial blow for 6 at the tail end of the innings.
Pick of the bowlers, Kesrick Williams with 4 overs, 4 for 24. Alzari Joseph and Roston Chase, both very economical. Not a great day again for Wahab Riaz, costing 40 from his 4 overs. Run chase and Rakeem Cornwall on his way out to the middle. Needed some runs from him. Andre Fletcher was with him. Fletcher picked up an early boundary, and both picked up a couple of early boundaries, but then Rakeem Cornwall undone by a beauty from Isuru Udana. Swinging back in, Faf du Plessis, the skipper, joined Andre Fletcher. Just the 1 boundary for Faf du Plessis. Fletcher picked up the first of his 4 sixes in his innings. He was dropped on this occasion by Sunil Narain at first slip. It was a tough chance, but one you would expect a good slipper to take. as Tim Seifert did on that occasion, to dismiss the Kings skipper. And then this one here, very good catch from Lendl Simmons, dismissing Roston Chase without scoring. And at this stage, it looked like the Trinbago Knight Riders were well and truly in charge. Mark Dayal came to the crease to join Andre Fletcher.
Well, the wickets continued with Ravi Rampal getting Mark Dayal for the second game in succession, just rolling his fingers down the outside of the ball. And it was back-to-back wickets for the experienced seam bowler. He got Tim David with the very next delivery. And that really sealed the game for TKR, as hard as Fletcher tried. With wickets falling at the other end, he just could not find anyone to stay and build the tempo. Samit Patel was the next to go.
Yeah, the strike rates were poor pretty much around Andre Fletcher, barring Mark Dale's 127. Kimo Paul came and went. He was 0 from 3. Alzari Joseph came to the crease and just had 6 deliveries to face in this partnership, but 81 not out of 55 deliveries in a chase of 158, and your team only scores 137. Tells you how good Andre Fletcher was. He just needed some help and unfortunately didn't get any. Trinbago Knight Riders registering their second win, so they're 2 from 2 now, and it'll be a very happy captain in Kieran Pollard after that encounter. Sent into bat by Faf du Plessis. Put 158 for 7 on the board, and the Saint Lucia Kings replying with 131 for 7. Just one man standing out on that scoreboard there. 81 Andre Fletcher from 55. Trinbago Knight Riders bowlers, some good performances. Another 3 for Ravi Rampal. Sura Udana with 2 for 32. Brilliant from Akil Hussain, 1 for 12. And also Sunil Narayan, 4 overs, 1 for 16. So in summary, Hero CPL T20 match number 9, Trinbago Knight Riders sent into bat first in their 20 overs, posted 158 for 7. Pollard and Seifert the best of the batsmen, Williams the best of the bowlers for the Kings, and the St Lucia Kings in response 131 for 7. A lone hand from Andre Fletcher, 81 not out. Most of the bowlers, I would say, for the TKR, all very, very good. Trinbago Knight Riders won by 27 runs. Hope you've enjoyed the highlights of match 9.
One apiece in Hero CPL 2021. 1 for the Kings, 1 now for the Trinbago Knight Riders. Losing captain Faf du Plessis alongside me. Faf, first of all, commiserations on the result. 67 in the last 5 overs when you guys bowl. Is that where you lost it?
Yes, I think that's spot on. I mean, I think both teams are very similar. 80 or after 12 overs or so on a tough conditions for the spinners. We played really well up until that last 3 overs where we let it slip. I think to go for that many in that last 3 on this wicket is about 20 too much.
And a significant amount of dot balls from both teams, Faf. How difficult really is it to score on that surface?
Yeah, I mean, it just shows you it's not easy, and I think especially the spinners they're just bowling it as fast as I can. But you still got to find a way. That's the beauty of the sport, is you got to perform on the conditions that you have in front of you. So find a way. I mean, Polly hung in there till the end, and then he got the bowling at the end to capitalise. So we were trying to find a similar blueprint. Just get through, just hang in. But obviously the rate got probably too high, and then at the end they showed how to bowl a little bit better at the death. The wide plans, I thought Ravi was really good with just nailing down the one side, versus us going obviously once again towards the leg side boundary, which I think on this pitch is not the way to go.
But having said all that, Kesrick Williams 4 for 24. He did an excellent job. Some positives from this game.
Great job. I mean, he bowled from the other side. Obviously, it's the skills was really good there. He landed his slow balls. So great character for him. Obviously not playing the previous game, came back and performed really well. We did a lot of good things today, as you rightly say. It's the last 3 overs with the ball, and then with the bat, we just needed a little bit more something through the middle there, but it was tough.
All the best in the next match, Faf.
Thank you.
If I can get the winning captain, Kieran Pollard, to step in here. Kieran, you sought redemption against this team Independence Day back at home. How pleased are you with this performance?
I'm very pleased. Obviously, happy independence to all of Trinidad and Tobago, first of all. But having said that, we needed to bounce back. I said we just lost by a couple of runs in the last game, and you talk about small margins in T20 cricket, and when you have the surface like this, and the different things are wrong, you have to really dig in and you have to do the dirty work. And I thought we did that as a team really well today.
Talking about digging in, you came to the crease in the 10th over. Not usual for Kieron Pollard at the fall of the second wicket in at number 4. The reason for that was to give yourself some time initially. Yeah,
obviously give myself some time, and I knew they're going to bring back their main bowlers. Try to use all the experience that I have. Each and every time I took off my helmet, for Faf to bring back the spinner, he definitely didn't. But I had to stick there. I knew, if I was there at the back end, you could try to capitalize with a couple of sixes with the size of the ground once you try and stay as still as possible. So, but with Seifert coming in, as well, changing that momentum, for us, giving me the more time just to be there, I just thought was fantastic. And then the bowling effort by the guys, fantastic. The spinners stifling them in the middle. We knew they're going to come hard, in the power play, and it's just a matter of trying to manage the power play. And once we get that rate above 10, in the nature of a surface like this, it was always going to be difficult in the end.
You spoke about the spinners, 8 overs from them, 2 for 28. What's key for the spinners on this surface to be so successful?
I think bowling into the wicket, if you throw it up, obviously the straight boundaries are very short, and we have a lot of strong people, around in CPL here. So using the pitch, obviously you'll have your natural variation as a spinner, and then the pitch is giving you some uneven and invariable bounce, as well. So I think just a matter of sticking, with it, and once we do that, there's a ball with the name of a batsman on it. So the batsman will have to really sort of try to dig in. But again, we give you guys something to talk about with all the dot balls.
Lots to talk about. Congratulations.
Thank you.